Tonight on Prove It, Paranormal Investigations. John and the crew travel to Memphis, Tennessee and join the Memphis ghost hunters as they investigate the Quetzel Internet Cafe.
Almost every single night, above my head, someone is knocking on the window.
This is an active area.
And I would see something kind of go by me.
Occasionally I get creeped out enough that I'm just done with it for that night.
Is the cafe haunted?
What was that?
My pants just adjusted themselves on me or something just touched my thigh.
Will the team find evidence of paranormal activity?
Did everybody get the chill? Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
Coming up on Prove It, Paranormal Investigations. The crew takes a tour of the Quetzel Internet Cafe. The Memphis ghost hunters present evidence from an earlier investigation of the cafe, and tonight's investigation begins.
The crew and I are on our way to Memphis, Tennessee, the birthplace of rock and roll, the home of the blues, Beale Street, Elvis Presley, some of the best ribs you'll ever eat anywhere. It's also the home of the Memphis Ghost Hunters, and we're going to meet up with them as they investigate the Quetzel Internet Cafe. The Memphis Ghost Hunters say it's haunted. I say, prove it.
This is probably where it all started, as far as we're concerned. So sitting here late at night, I wasn't drinking, I was working very hard. And I turned around and right about there was this man standing there, and we began our relationship. Every single person that enters this building for unknown reasons is drawn to this elevator, which is usually lit up but it's dark tonight. If I'm sitting there and I'm talking, or if we're just carrying on, we will hear voices almost always either from this direction or from this direction. And almost everyone that sits here hears that exact same thing.
Wow.
And it's not part of the music, it's not ambient noise, it's not from the street. It's something that clearly pulls your attention to it. Almost everyone that's over here will hear their name. Eventually, sooner or later, they'll hear their name. And so, people will be working and we'll have many employees, just turn around and go, "What do you want?" And there's no one there. There's no one calling their name, and it's always very difficult to explain that the ghost or the being that's here will learn your name.
From downstairs, it doesn't look like there is a second story, but this is it now.
Right. Almost every single night, above my head, someone is knocking on the window. Every single night.
What goes on here?
Well, now this is door to the apartment. No one lives up here yet, would like to. But, every morning we have to open up all the doors because the cat gets upset if they're not open. Door is wedged open. It doesn't close unless you pull on it hard.
Right.
And then it will close. But it won't close. Often, well, not often, occasionally when we're up there, if I'm sleeping up there or if I'm doing something that is somewhat uncomfortable, when I come down from this floor and I pass right about this door will slam shut. Several people up here have actually got slightly nauseous.
Oh, yeah.
And have had to actually go downstairs and vomit. Something continually tries to get my attention. And I'm afraid while I'm sleeping, they will get my attention. I will wake up and see something that will be hard to explain.
The Memphis ghost hunters had investigated the Quetzel on several occasions, and Southern Phantoms shared with me some of the evidence they'd gotten on one of their earlier investigations. I notice you have some photographs that you have gathered in this actual building here. Could we take a look at some of those?
Sure. This is from our first investigation, which was in 2005, and this photo was taken down in the area where Fred, the owner, actually saw the first apparition. And you can see that there's a light anomaly here, and I've got a zoomed-in picture of it that shows it a little clearer. And this is the type of photo that we always look for, is some type of motion, not just a stationary light anomaly, but something showing some definite movement. There's a second photo here where one of our team members saw some motion up in the second floor area, and this photo was taken right after that. Here's a close-up of that one. And again, it's movement. That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
Sometimes these can be caused by dust or moisture, even insects, but if they show some kind of movement like this, that's normally something that's paranormal in nature.
Okay, now go on. You got a few more down there. There's a couple of them that I had some questions on.
These photos here?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a stationary one. There was some activity taking place.
See, what concerns me about that is you also have a camera with a light on right here, and I'm wondering if that might be generating that.
Could be. This is one that's kind of questionable right here.
Okay.
Let's see.
There's
There's
another
another
one that's got the light with
Right.
the camera in that. So I was kind of curious about
Again, we're looking for motion. I think these are just. This is another one that was.
Yeah.
This one's not in motion, but this one did occur after somebody saw some movement.
that. Okay.
Up in this
Somebody
area.
saw some movement. And you took
Actually
you took a
pointed
picture
out
immediately.
movement in this area, right? Took
Right.
the picture immediately after, and that appeared there.
And you guys have some EVPs on this too, and you have
Sure
a couple
do.
other ones that aren't on the website that have been gotten here.
Right.
This evidence is actually here in this where we're investigating tonight.
Yeah, the one area that's very active is upstairs at the location where there used to be a stairway coming down, and we've gotten quite a few recordings up here. Here's a whispered voice.
I'm going to place the recorder at the location of the original stairs.
Okay, that was not heard audibly while we were up there.
Now, it was the actual whisper was on there one time, and you put it at the end as well.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes we'll isolate the EVP and put it at the end and boost the volume up so it's a lot easier to hear.
Okay.
Here's another one.
This one.
Play
And
that
I can hear
again.
what it's saying. He's coming.
Sounds just like he's saying he's coming.
Yeah.
And then
You
here's
guys are
another,
probably coming into the room at that time.
possibly. And here's another one recorded the same area of the original stairs. So that one sounds just like someone saying "going home."
Going home. So it was leaving this area and going home.
So no.
Had all the restaurant it wanted that day.
Right. And we've recorded other EVPs at this site, but these are just the ones that we put up on our website at this point.
Well, good deal. I appreciate you sharing those with us, and hopefully we'll get something tonight.
I hope so.
Next on Prove It Paranormal Investigations, the Memphis ghost hunters sweep the cafe for moving electromagnetic fields, and John hears a strange sound.
Heard it. That's pretty common too. We get that a lot on tape.
Going into this investigation, we knew it was going to be a bit of a challenge because 2 of the 3 Memphis ghost hunters didn't want their faces shown for personal reasons, and we respected that.
Pretty much does this area. Get that little piece over there next to the elevator.
The Memphis ghost hunters always begin every investigation with a search for moving electromagnetic fields.
A lot of activity in this room with these couch specials going on, pushing on the bed.
We try to find moving electromagnetic fields with EMF meters, and there seems to be some correlation between spirit activity and moving electromagnetic fields after we've eliminated the possibility of there being electrical disturbances in the buildings or whatever. The best evidence happens in places where there is no electricity. If you have a moving field in a situation like that, it's quite often related to spirit activity. If you can get evidence of an EMF field and also get a recording, an EVP recording, that's pretty good evidence, solid evidence.
Last time we were here, we did get EMF reading in this corner.
Noticed any spikes anywhere?
Not yet. This is an active area. I think the elevator is a big draw.
I don't know why that is.
Probably because it was used by people so much.
Causing this, see? That's what it'll do when we get in contact with some kind of energy field. It's going to give us that reading.
Now the bathroom area seems to have some kind of activity.
Yeah, the bathrooms are active in this place, and some of these other little rooms are too. All the everything that's motion operated is apt to be triggered by itself. Like the commercial wiring where everything's in a conduit like that.
Yeah.
Because it eliminates a lot of stuff that you get in houses.
Once the bottom level was checked for the moving electromagnetic fields, we then went up to the third floor apartment to check for them there.
We'd had some movement in this area earlier. This area here is the area of the old stairs. That's where we recorded all of our EVPs. This area right here.
Would you hear them?
I heard it.
That's pretty common too. We get that a lot on tape.
Yeah, I definitely heard of that.
That wasn't me.
He was coming up the stairs. I heard a.
Close to your ear?
Yeah, I thought it was him, and he was in front of me, but
No.
but he was far enough in front of me. I would have probably not heard it if he'd done it. So I don't know.
It's like I told
Was he rolling? Maybe
Yeah.
got it on video.
Mine's got it. Yeah.
I thought I heard a heavy breath on the staircase, and when we reviewed the tape, there wasn't anything there. But 20 minutes earlier, I recorded something that sounded very familiar.
See something, or if I quite see something, or if I quite see something, or if I quite. I just got an EMF spike.
Oh, really?
A little tiny one right here.
The camera just went out.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I just got a tiny EMF spike right here. Somebody probably just walked by. I suspect that's what happened, and it probably affected her camera too.
From there to there.
Battery drain?
Yeah,
This is
she's
like
got.
It's not really a battery drain, it's just shutting it down.
Yeah,
We have that all the time. Go turn it on and
yeah, that was definitely an EMF spike. There's a really small one right here.
Yeah, these are our trigger objects. We put these out in different locations, and what we do is we take a Sacagawea coin and actually Xerox the image, and then we place it right on top of the image exactly in case the coin's turned, rotated, or moved off. And we've had them moved off this far in different locations. We've actually had the whole thing picked up and moved in one location.
Wow.
Put in different. When I picked that coin up, it was hot. There was some kind of energy transfer going on. So we'll put one of these up here. Basically, what we'll do is ask anybody who's here if they want to be acknowledged to give us a demonstration. This is a good way for them to demonstrate their presence just by moving that coin.
When Prove It Paranormal Investigations returns, the investigation continues. And while recording for electronic voice phenomena, the Memphis ghost hunters uncover some startling evidence.
We do too. We're going to run a electronic voice phenomena session in here to see if we can get some recordings from in here. EVP is what we call electronic voice phenomena. It is basically a recording of a spirit voice, what we believe to be a spirit voice, either on digital media, regular tape media, or some other type of recording device. I do personally believe it's that they're spirit voices. That's what an EVP is. The importance of it is it's probably the best, as far as we're concerned, it's the best evidence that you can get of the actual existence of life after death. And the reason I say that is because quite often the spirit voice is interacting with the living people there, actually trying to either answering questions, or they're trying to get involved in the conversation that's going on at that time. We've had that happen on many instances.
This is just a regular analog recorder using a standard size cassette. And normally what we do is just record on one side so there's no bleed through or anything like that. And try to keep the whole investigation down to about 45 minutes of recorded material, so it's easy to review. But also during the whole investigation I wear this mini disc recorder, which records about 3 hours, so it captures the whole investigation. Just in case we get EVPs on Rich's equipment or my equipment, we can cross-verify everything and be sure it's not somebody in the group talking, it's unexplainable. So.
This is a PMD 660 Marantz recorder. It uses compact flash media instead of tape. It looks a little like Spock's tricorder. If you have an ambient source of white noise, for example, a
say there's a fan blowing, or for some reason if there's a little bit of light water running, if it's not too noisy, that seems to contribute to the collection of EVP.
Okay.
But if you don't have it, we've gotten EVP in noise-free environments where we don't know exactly how they've got the energy to do it.
Just a few minutes into the EVP session in the conference room, we heard a tap, and it sounded like it came from somewhere above my head.
You hear something behind you?
Just heard a tap right behind you.
Okay. I don't mean any disrespect, but if it's easy for you to tap like that, would you please do it again? Thank you very much. I understand that some things are very, very difficult for you to do. Yes.
Is there a reason the balloons would be moving?
No, I didn't see anything over there earlier that would make a noise like that for any reason. It's kind of like somebody tapping their foot.
Let's see how the balloons are
That one
moving.
again.
Is that somebody tapping their foot? We just have to be sure. I understand. Thank you very much. I don't mean to be insistent about that. I know how difficult it is for you sometimes. There's nothing over here that could be causing that other than that watching that speaker. It would, but it wouldn't sound like it's on the floor. I'll check the hallway. There's no one out there. Check again.
The tapping was kind of unique. It didn't come from one place. It came from several different places, sometimes very low and sometimes very high, and sometimes on one wall and sometimes on another. It was rather unique.
Are you female? Thank you. Will you speak to us again, please? We just come to visit. We don't intend any harm. Thank you. Is there anything we can do for you? Did you used to live here? At a house?
Look at the balloons.
Yes, balloons are moving a lot.
The balloons in the conference room had been left over from a party, and we didn't think anything about them, but we noticed as we started asking questions that the balloons started moving.
Did you say something?
Oh, yes,
Yeah, the balloons are moving a lot.
Are you a child? You an adult? Did you live before 1900? Do you like it here? We do too. I hope we don't bother you when we come down here like this, do we? Do you like Fred? Fred's a pretty nice guy. Do you like all the people who come and go here?
No. I think she has trouble saying no. She can say yes,
Yes.
but that's generating 2 knocks.
Is it possible for you to knock twice for no?
I think it's just harder.
Yeah. It's a low energy knife for one thing.
After a few minutes, it appeared that something was knocking once for yes, and just not knocking at all for no.
Look at those balloons now. Are you playing with the balloons?
Did you come from somewhere nearby to this place? Did you like the activity that's around the place?
It's 12:58.
I don't think we bother her. I've always been concerned about it. But apparently the big draw is the activity here. What was that?
Is that a chair creaking? Sounded like this chair right here. I thought it came from this chair right here.
Okay.
Have you sat down on a chair? Are you going to join us?
That's fine.
Don't be afraid.
You can speak into one of these boxes and it'd be great. These are tape recorders.
You probably don't know what they are.
Or you may have had something similar to that, but not quite exactly like it.
Are you moving those balloons?
Yes, I thought so.
Did you live before 1870? Did you live during the Civil War?
Oh, I got the chills. Big tilt in me. Big chills, yeah.
Did you live during the Civil War?
Oh, I got the chills. Big tilt in me. Big chills, yeah.
Did everybody get the chills?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello. Did you live on a plantation that was here? Still got the chills.
Did.
Have you been here in this one place all that time?
When Prove It Paranormal Investigations returns, Prove It crew members have personal experiences.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
What's the problem?
It's tingling.
You need to go outside?
I'm still tingling.
And the team may have captured sounds that Fred hears every night.
Almost directly above my head, I'll hear this every night.
That sounds like water.
While we were reviewing the footage for the EVP session in the conference room, you could hear what sounded like somebody starting off a sentence. It was a drawn-out word. Nobody made reference to it in the tape, so obviously we didn't hear it. They thought it was me saying it, but I hadn't said anything.
Yes.
Within seconds after recording that strange voice, Jack had an odd experience.
I don't know if my pants just adjusted themselves on me or something just touched my thigh. I don't know if my pants just adjusted themselves on me or something just touched my thigh.
It's her. It's her. They do that. So you felt like you were touched?
Yeah, something brushed my thigh. Did you touch my thigh? My hip?
It's 113. You see this little toy? This is a little toy. If you want to, you can make it light up. Just by touching it. It won't hurt you. It's just a little, kind of a little toy. We've actually had spirit persons talk to us using that little toy. They'll make it light up.
Through the entire EVP session, the balloons kept moving.
Are you moving the balloons? Do you like the balloons?
Can you move the balloons?
Are you younger than 14? Are you 14 or a little older? I thought so.
Make the balloon move toward me, please.
So that was the ice machine. That was a big noise out in the area out there. They're both moving towards you. Do you like to turn on lights and turn off lights? It's a fun place, I guess, isn't it?
Is there a boy that's here as well sometimes?
No, that wasn't up. It's coming from right over there next to Marlon.
Sounds like it's coming from up there.
Sounds like up there to me too.
Wow.
I'm getting some ridiculous chills right now. Should my eyes be watering really bad right now?
You getting chills?
Yeah,
Spirits around you somewhere.
my eyes are watering. I mean, like there's seriously a tear running down my face right now. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Some kind of slow emotional
There's a
things.
tear running down my face right now.
Do you feel emotional or do you?
No, not really.
Feel
Not
sad or anything like that.
not particularly. I got a lot of pressure in my head.
I think there's more than one. I thought so.
Do you go other places?
Do you stay here and never go other places?
So she never goes other places?
She's been here a long time. She's been here since the Civil War.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Do you know about the light?
Oh, I'm tingling.
Shooting. What's the problem?
It's tingling.
You need to go outside?
I'm still tingling.
It's pretty cold right here right
I
now.
don't think she knows about the light.
Do you know that there's a light that you can go to and your loved ones will be there waiting for you?
It's happening again.
Tingling?
Yeah, it's like chills. It's in the
Is there holding up too long or?
All that.
Did you see men fighting in the Civil War?
That was a different place.
Did you have any brothers or sisters? It's awful hard for her to answer. It's taking a lot of energy. It's taking longer.
What just happened is recorded, it just didn't.
It just ran out.
Okay. During the EVP session in the conference room, I was kind of looking away from my camera monitor, then I saw something fly by, and yeah, I was a little startled and I kind of overreacted.
Do you want to keep talking with us?
Is this fun? It's fun for us too. We really appreciate you talking to us.
You're welcome.
Are you sometimes lonely?
What was that?
What?
Oh my Lord, something just flew in front of my camera.
Good deal.
Oh my Lord.
That was hard.
It's okay. It's all right. Perfectly all right.
It might have just been a moth.
I've been having
Yeah, I think I just saw a moth come by.
I've been having chills for the past 5 minutes now.
14:30 is when that happened.
Are you sometimes lonely?
What was that?
What?
Are you sometimes lonely?
What was that?
Are you sometimes lonely?
What was that? It must have been a moth. It was big. It was huge. It just touched my hair. Probably that moth.
I don't think it was a moth.
Well, definitely swept my hair.
I don't think it was a moth. That happens a lot.
Made my hair go from here and hit me right here like that.
That's common. Yeah, it was you, wasn't it?
Did you do that again? Even though I have chills all over my body.
After 50 minutes in the conference room, the Memphis ghost hunters decided to end their EVP session in the third floor apartment.
I heard a whistle.
And you know that too.
Did anybody just whistle? It's a good whistle.
Declare yourself before you walk.
I'm John, walking up.
Did anybody just whistle?
No. It's probably outside.
That was a whistle.
I'm getting a EMF reading over here. Right in the middle of the room. Never has before. Still there. Big now.
Are you keep your thumb down on it real good?
There, look at that.
Got the other meter? Bring it over here. Let's see if we can get this same.
Is that an EMF meter?
These normally react about the same.
It's getting it's reading something. It's still in the green, but it's reading something.
There's something on the floor.
Oh, it must be something electrical down there.
Yeah. Battery again.
Yeah, see, there's a
Yeah, it must be some
metal
lights.
pipe that runs right
Light.
I wonder how come we didn't get it when we swept earlier.
Well, we didn't.
And it's still way over there, too. This whole room's kind of hot. Is it there?
It's just in that area right there.
Is that where the stairway was?
The stairway's over there.
Oh, okay. Because that's new wood there.
only really a certain way to know about EMF is turn all the power on, main power on.
Right.
Then if you get readings like this, of course you do have some. Anyone up here wants to talk to us? Someone whistle? Can someone please give us a demonstration if you're here?
Anybody else hear that whistle?
I don't think it's western orders on this. It's like a cat. Was it a cat or was it a whistle? Someone whistle?
But the minute I go to sleep, almost directly above my head, I'll hear this every night.
Someone whistle? Someone whistle?
That's gotta be dude.
Southern Phantom checked downstairs, and there was a maintenance man in the building, but he was nowhere near where the sound came from. In fact, he was sealing drywall at the time. And we also witnessed some tapping upstairs, but not nearly to the extent of what was downstairs.
Did you hear that tap?
Yeah, I heard the tap and I sniffed right after it.
Sounded like it came from right above my head.
Say that again. Is that you, little girl? Or young lady? Is that you, young lady?
At about 2:45, we decided to wrap things up. We went to look at the trigger objects, but they hadn't moved.
Well, it's getting pretty close to time to wrap it up, guys. If they've talked to us, they've already talked to us.
Coming up on Prove It, Paranormal Investigations. The evidence is reviewed and the findings are revealed.
We arrived and did our normal EMF sweeps and didn't show anything significant with EMF sweeps. We didn't generate any photographic evidence at all during the time we were here. The evidence that we found that was significant were the tapping sequence that occurred in the conference room. That was approximately 55 minutes long of questions and answers, and answered via tapping on the wall.
This is fine.
And the EVP that we got, the electronic voice phenomenon that we got, was fairly significant. We did get one Class A EVP in the evening, and that's not bad.
That sounds like water.
We got several that weren't considered to be Class A, and we got one that was anomalous in that it was reversed speech EVP.
Can't tell.
You can't tell what you're saying for words, but you're saying something entirely different. Listen.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard the
You're
tap,
tapping.
and I sniffed right after it.
Yeah, I heard the tap and I sniffed right after it.
Okay, now listen to this.
And this is me backwards.
It was all in all a good evening.
The only thing I guess I can add to what Rich said is we did have some activity take place on both floors. The main activity took place down here in this particular room we're in right now. And after everyone had left, the only two people in the building were myself and the owner, Fred. Fred had gone to bed upstairs. I came back into this room and it was totally quiet, no tapping. Sat in here for 15 minutes and nothing occurred. When I started asking questions, the tapping started again.
Hello. Are you there?
So I really do think we had some interaction going on with whatever type of energies here in this place.